So the first lesson is going to be all about beat matching. So yeah, the fundamentals of beat matching is you're going to be bringing one track into the other, and you're going to be keeping the groove going, you're going to be keeping the rhythm moving so people can continue dancing and it doesn't get all what's going on. So you've got your drums in this track and you've got your drums in this track, intro, outro, whatever. What you want to try and do is you want to get these drums to play in conjunction with each other. So I kind of look at it sometimes different to how other DJs. Some DJs will focus on the kick drum so that they keep them and they put them so that they're both banging at exactly the same time. I tend to go with a different drum, so I might pick the clap from the song that I'm bringing in or the hi-hat loop, and I will try and create a drum loop with that and the kick from the track that I'm going out from, so that I'm not focusing on two drum loops and trying to get them simultaneously together, but I'm creating my own amongst them, if that makes sense. So we're just going to get to it. We're going to get behind the decks and go through how to beat match with two different tracks, and I hope you can take it away, practice, and then get back to me with anything that you want me to show you in the next lessons. Comment below. Okay, so we're going to talk about beat matching in this first lesson, right? So it's really straightforward. This track here that's playing, I've set up a loop, it's Retrovision, switch that, and then I've got the RudeLies remix of This Far by Raven and Kreyn, Nino, Lucarelli, great track. So I've got the intro of this track and I've got the outro of that track, and I've got that on loop at the moment, which you can hear in the background, and I'm also going to show you from the top what it looks like and what you should be doing. So if we listen to this track and we was to count, now I don't obviously count out loud and you won't, but generally if I'm sort of playing a track, I'll be bopping to, you can see I'm bopping now to the BPM of this track, right? So if you were to be counting in fours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, play. So that is where, on the 1 is where you would be playing your next track. If you was to play it on the 2 or the 3, yes, it would be in time, but we're going to go more into phrases in the next episode. But yeah, this kind of gives you an understanding. So if I was to get it just slightly off, this is what it would sound like, right? Okay. Now I should probably talk about this, right? So on this track you have got on this deck you've got the BPM at 128, and this deck you've got the BPM at 128. Now sync is off, and my argument with the sync war, sync can be really useful in certain types of mixing. So going from one BPM to another, it can be really handy. So to just say I don't use sync is madness. And I always say to DJs that go, oh no, I don't use sync, I'm like, do you use digital screens? They're like, yeah. I'm like, do you line up the left deck at a BPM that's different to the right deck, or do you match them the same? Well, no, I match them. Okay, so that is syncing. If you're not looking at the screens, if you're mixing on vinyl, then yes. And I can mix on vinyl, which is why I can say this. Anyways, so I'll show you an example of it when I get it wrong and it's slightly off, and then I'll show you how it should have been, and I will do it with the counting first and then without the counting after. Right? So this is terribly incorrect. I mean, it's just pots and pans. If people were dancing right now, like I said in my other video, you would kill the vibe instantly. Right, so this is what you'd be doing, right? We'd be playing the track and we're going to count with 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to bring this in on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, we're on the 1. Now we might need to give it a little touch. Just a little jog with the wheel. Nothing too heavy. You never need to go too heavy with your jog wheel, right? So now we're mixing. And if I was to change, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you see they're both in time. And then we would just be like, simply out of this song and into this song, right? It is that simple. There's no magic about it. You saw what I did there. It was really simple. It's all about making sure that you really catch the one, and then as long as you're pretty much bang on, you're just going to need to give it a little adjustment, which you can hear with the drums. Now, like I was saying in my introduction video, sometimes I don't always go with the kick drum as what I am mixing. So if we listen to that clip again, let's try this again. Okay, that'll do. No, it won't. Kick, clap, kick, clap, kick, clap, kick, clap, and the hi-hat's on the offbeat. So you've got that in your head, right? And then you're going to listen to this track, which is going to sound like this. Pretty much the same. Kick, kick, clap, kick, clap, kick, clap, right? So you can either choose, when you're mixing this track into this one, right? You can either choose to listen to the kick of that track and the clap of this track, or the kick of this track or the kick of this track. There's no real rule, you can do whatever you want, but sometimes it does make it a little bit easier if there's a noticeable part in this and a noticeable part in that. So if you know that there's a, I don't know, like a cool hi-hat loop that really stands out that you can hear easier than you can hear the kick if you're trying to blend the two together, then that's what you can do. And again, perfectly in time. And then this is where, in the other lessons, we're going to talk about how you can use effects. So if you like that episode, don't forget there's going to be an episode every single Monday, and yeah, they're free. Just come and enjoy them. Send me your comments below. If you've got any links to your mixes that you want me to listen to, send them over. See you in the next episode.